Greetings, greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to Earground New Voices Amplified. And today we have some amazing voices, amazing creatives in the building. I'm going to be speaking to two artists that are working together as a duet, going by the name Epic Minds. They've got a new song which is doing the most. It's called Izolo, that also features an amazing artist, Flamboy Universe. Welcome to Earground.
Hey, hi, man.
How you doing, man? Wow.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Why Epic Minds?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why not?
But I think it's starting to make a lot of sense now because we always try to just do something that is quite memorable in terms of just how we make our music, and I think in addition to the word just being nice, epic, something epic minds, it just kind of made sense for us. And that's why we call ourselves Epic. But I think more importantly, it's just an emphasis on doing stuff that is quite cool and outstanding in a way, and that's what we're always trying to achieve. In the music that we're making.
Great. Before maybe we talk a bit more about that music that you're making, take us through the journey. Let's take you back. I'm going to take you back a bit to the two of you. Who makes up Epic Minds and what brought you guys together?
So essentially, it's been a real journey, an interesting journey. Epic Minds it's the two of us. Yeah, we started like way back 2008. Yeah, somewhere around there. We've been doing a lot of projects. I think for the past all these years, we've actually just been focusing on making music. Having the right networks, and learning more about the industry. So yeah, it's been real. It's been great. Say, I don't know, something.
Yeah, I think more importantly, a lot of people ask us so what kind of artists we are, and essentially we've spent a lot of time making music for other people, and only in the past 5 years we started to actually identify as an own kind of artist, kind of in a way, and to start making new releases under the Epic Minds tab. So predominantly we kind of like electronic music, and that usually is dance electronic music, and I think now people are really connecting with the stuff that we've been making recently. But we've been doing that stuff for years. It's just that we haven't been really focusing on Epic Minds as a brand, as its own entity, and I think this is the journey that we're taking now, and a lot of people are kind of connecting with that. A lot of people also ask where are you guys from, and that's a question we also try to avoid. A lot of people seem to be so interested in identity and where you are. This morning there was this interesting comment on our Facebook page, these names don't sound South African. Where are you guys from? We don't answer to that. It's not important for us, but I think we are Africans, and we always try to make music that identifies with Africa, and I think if you listen to the latest tracks that we've got, we really pushing together a lot of elements that are not your ideal elements. So we would take house, we would take amapiano, but we'll make it sound like Afro beats. We would go EDM and anything. So African brothers, we grew up together. We've known each other for the longest times. We like brothers, to be quite honest, and we've always been in this game. And I think we have got much more coming.
Wow, much more coming. But where did the connection happen? What brought you guys together to say, look, we're gonna make music together. Let's do it as a duet.
I remember, I think I was in Cape Town, 2009, I think, yeah. So we just used to send each other music, connect. I send him music, he sends me his music, we listen, and then I moved from Cape Town, I think 2009 end, and then that's when we said, no, let's just do it together, We've got so many ideas, so many great ideas, and we can make something out of it, And yeah, we just started it from way back then to now.
Wow. And your discography, because I think the first time that I heard about the name Epic Minds, that was when you did a couple of projects with the likes of Melina Katende, Prinston, who's a big friend of mine, and also Megan C, and a couple of artists, and you did that Red Bull project. Was that the genesis in terms of like commercial music?
Yeah, I think professionally, like it all started like probably like 5 years ago. That's when we really started to push for like the stuff that really started to get noticed was really like about 5-6 years ago. But we've always been making music. We've got so much music, and I think it takes a bit of time to kind of get an identity, to kind of like know exactly what you want to make. I think although there's always a creative space, and you always almost want to make stuff that is like just coming from your head, but I think now you can see there is almost like a DNA in our music in the past 5 years, and that kind of like taking us time also to get to that point. And I think people also who we are working with now are like kind of drawn by that identity that we have. And I think that the identity, to be quite honest, is just like being super experimental, and being like our music is melodic. Like you can tell that it's quite passionate, and that's kind of like the best line of that. So if we're doing it on hip hop or on house or on amapiano or even on like other African, like really grounded African genres, it's always got a sense. And I must mention that I think there is also like another guy we work with very, very well, and almost like other people think he's like part of Epic Minds. His name is Frank, and Frank is an amazing guitarist, and we always like featuring him on our track. But not only Frank, I mean, we also have other like session musicians coming in to do like just tracking bass lines and other things that are just like unique. And I think this is also what like we enjoy about being Epic Minds. It's just like being open to all possibilities and just giving like a musical expressions that are unique in a way.
So technically, both of you also play the same roles, like you're involved in the production and the making of the music, or there are split roles when you're making music?
We do everything, man. Everything from start to finish. And there's gonna be more like your videos and stuff. Yeah, we like broadening the spectrum, and involving more people as well as we go. So yeah, it's good.
Great.
Yeah, so I mean, our usual process is just like beat making. So we make the beat, we do the tracking, we're doing the vocals. But there's a lot of also like kind of like your A&R, like just looking for the right talent for this kind of beats. There was a time though we used to spend a lot of our time working with underground artists, and now I think we've also transitioned into like also more like just there's a typical like let's say a crop of artists that we're looking at now. But yeah, so like when he says we're doing everything, it means like we're making the beats, we are tracking the vocals in the studio most of the times, and we are doing the post-production here, and we tend to also want to have a lot of control on the visuals and how that goes. Now you see we've got a video coming up in the next few days, our first music video, and I think it has a lot to say about who we are as an artist, and just the effort we place on like everything that we put out. It's gotta look like Epic Minds. It's got our feel. When we look at it, like we always like wow, like this is us. It's like and this is the most important thing for us. Music is not like we all have our jobs. We don't.
Yeah.
We
are
don't
not rely on music alone.
Yeah, we're not earning money from music, so we don't care if it fails or anything. For us, this is a passion, but it's a passion that we're starting to see as a business. But in doing that, we don't want to lose the essence of this. We got into this because way before we were all like sitting on our like very old laptops and just making music in in like Fruity Loops back then, and now we're just doing it now at a different scale, but the same passion drives us, and we don't care if people don't watch our music, although it would, we really would be happy to see the kind of traction we're getting now. But I think that's also the kind of skin you need in this industry. It's very saturated. Yeah, everyone is releasing hits, like you just look everywhere like the hits. So like you gotta be content with also just competing and not getting the love sometimes, but that can't let you down. And for us, this is the whole thing, like we're just making music and just like fascinated to see how people are responding to that.
Wow, that is great. That is interesting. I think I'm just gonna take a small break, but during that break, I'm gonna play for those that are watching, because next we're gonna be talking about your latest offering, Izolo, and I was loving how you guys were making the song. So I'm just gonna pull it up for our viewers. Welcome back to those that are watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. We see you at Maya Mushaninga. Thank you so much. And Dawana, thank you so much for tuning in. There was a snippet from the behind the scenes, the making of Izolo. Take us through that song. What's the message behind the track Izolo? Izolo is yesterday, right?
Yeah, it is yesterday, man. The message is funny, actually. So it's just a drinking song, like yesterday, we had a good time at drinks, it was a private party, kind of thing. So yeah, it speaks about the last night scenario. There were, like children of the riches, children of the rich, the Guptas, and the vibe was a good vibe, So the guy will be like taking you back, through last night, this track, like how it happened. So yeah,
great. I love it. I love it. I had to put on headphones because it has this very powerful bass line, and the amapiano really like gets into your bone marrow. And for me, when I heard the song the first time, I said, "This is an instant hit. It's gonna be a hit." How has been the response so far?
Yeah, it's cool. It's great. Like this song is really getting a lot of love. So we feature Flamboy.
He's dope.
Yeah, Flamboy really gave it, I think, his best. So maybe let me just take you through like what happened in the production like of this song. Like so we made the beat. I remember like just like finishing the beat on a Saturday. It was like a Saturday morning, and then we sent the beat to Flamboy, and I've always known Flamboy, and we kind of just talked to him almost like he's done some stuff with us before. So we sent this beat to him, really not sure, like, to be quite honest, if he was going to be able to do justice to that, because there's a story. So when we released this song, we actually released as well on all the platforms the instrumental alone. That instrumental tells you a story, and like it just tells you a story. It's like just like what goes through our minds, like when we make this music. It's and that it's very musical. But it tells a story. It's like, I think all of us, we've had some kind of rough patches these past years, like just like losing people we love, that kind of thing. So it's full of emotions, and music comes alive when you kind of just like, you know, like processing through a lot of things. And he got that song, and I thought he was going to do something like just sorrowful, whatever, but he did this banger of like a party song. And so he sent the vocals the next day. Already he had recorded some parts of it, and like we were like, this is dope. We said, come, let's get in studio, let's refine those aspects. So he got in studio, and it was a Monday actually, I think. And that Monday we knocked everything. Like we just did the I think the nice part is after the bridge where he's doing the best la 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 thing.
Yes.
We did that, and we got the video on that day. We recorded the video as well on that day, just like making the song. And when we released the song, like there was massive love from a lot of people like across Southern Africa, to be quite honest. The song debuted on SA Radio this Sunday. We just shot a video this Sunday as well. The video is in editing now, and I think in the next few days the video will be ready, and we're looking forward to that process now.
Great. Wow, this is exciting. I think there's so much to look forward to. But when you're looking at that kind of sound, the amapiano sound, and is it something that you're experimenting with, or for now you're gonna be, digging deep into that sound for a while?
I mean, it just depends, man. For now, yes, we are into that. It just depends on the project also, and on the on the artist, and on the motivation on the beat that we come up with, But right now, yeah, we're just pushing on piano. Why not? It's banging. But yeah, we'll always be open to hip hop, R&B, any other genre, anytime.
We've got so much, so like a lot of our artists are not so happy with us at the moment, because there are a lot of tracks that we can't release those tracks because it just doesn't make sense. Like go on our page, for example, and you see like we started with the Into You. We did the Phil Collins thing, which is like huge. That thing is huge. We can't release it for many other reasons. It will be released, but at the moment, just like the brand has just picked off at a time when we didn't think we would be doing the amapiano vibe. To be quite honest, it was an experiment. But I think I don't know if we should be even calling it amapiano. It's got elements of amapiano, but it's like almost another level of amapiano. Like the elements there are not just like your typical amapiano. From the drumming to just like how the bass lines come in, it's just different vibe. But yes, it identifies as amapiano, and for us, that's the kind of sound we're going for now. We've got quite a number of tracks, like a lot of good tracks that are at that level. So for us at the moment, just makes sense to like kind of just focus on that, because that's what people are loving about music, about Epic Minds at the moment. So we'll most likely spend a lot of time on this kind of vibe this year. But that doesn't mean that we are not recording other stuff.
Oh, great. And the future of Epic Minds, what are we expecting, say, in the next 2 years? What are you going to be looking at?
Awesomeness, bro. Like we thank God that we're here, and we can only hope that like we continue to have the kind of like the momentum that we have at the moment. I think it's going to be a very interesting year for us. It's quite honestly been overdue. I think we've always almost felt like we've done really great stuff, but like people are just not noticing us, and I think it's just taken a lot of like hard work and resilience to just like kind of like just say like, look, we are all like, we've got partners and who don't even understand what we're doing, and like what you guys doing, and like we spend so much time in this room just making stuff, and like I think like someone said, like the gods must be crazy if you don't really become big in 2021, and I think that's where we are going. Look, we've done some like some collaborations now. We've got tracks with like some really huge artists, some we won't mention. Like we've got stuff coming up, and I think that stuff is really gonna like resonate with a lot of people across the continent. We're talking also some deals with some really cool people. So I think it's going to be a very, very, very cool year for everyone. I mean, we want to keep on pushing the music. and we feel motivated because like people are just like following us and people are like listening and giving us good feedback. We're just hoping that like we get also like traction on radio as well, because that sometimes is a very, very difficult space.
Wow. And if there's an artist who's watching you from Zimbabwe right now, and they hope to collaborate with you, they're loving what you do you have space for more collaborations or possibilities to work with more artists, especially just across the borders?
Every day, man, every day. So we're not bound to say we work with this, specific, whether you're in Germany, Nigeria, wherever, we can always work.
Yeah.
It's always, communication in between. So yeah, we're open to any genre at any time. Like he mentioned before, we've got lots of tracks that we did. It's it's a lot, and the artists are like guys, my song, guys. But sometimes it takes time, and it's time.
Go on Facebook and search for Epic Minds and send us a message. Comes directly to us. If you're an artist and you want to explore, usually we don't look at a lot of things. If you're talented and we think we can work together, we send you the beat, we just collaborate like that. And this is exactly how we've gotten to work with everyone that we work with now. So please feel free to let us know what you would like to do with us, and we're always open to that.
Wow, that is great. And wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time that you took to just be on this program. I know you're busy, but to your fans and people that are liking your vibe, where can they access your content? Is it available across all social online stores, or they're specific? Where exactly can they find?
Yeah, they'll find us on your Apple, iTunes, YouTube, Deezer, Spotify. So yeah, we have an EP that we released last year, 29th of December, called Color. It's also there on all the platforms. Like I mentioned, your iTunes, your Deezer, your Spotify. It's just type Epic Minds Afro Color if it's on Google, and it's going to give you some options. It's on Facebook, more options there, and yeah.
We are also on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
On TikTok.
Nice. Actually, we I think we got a lot of love from TikTok. It's amazing.
Wow.
That's actually where a lot of our content picked up a lot of steam, and then like it just started to snowball into other platforms. So yeah, we do place a lot of emphasis on that platform. Check it out, and also please feel free to take us in your cool productions there.
Wow, great. And before you go, I just want to tap into your wisdom a bit. What your advice to young artists in terms of growing their content online? Because right now we're on lockdown, and a lot of shows are not happening, and the struggle is real for a lot of artists. What would you say to artists in terms of them making money out of their content?
Yeah, I think for us it's also something that we are having to learn, and so maybe that it comes not as advice, it just comes as this is our experience. So our experience is Epic Mind started making music 10 years ago, and when we look at 10 years ago to now, there is a difference. Of course, we are much better, but we think the content that we're making at that point could still have received the kind of same traction. And why it didn't is because we were not focusing on video. So African music now is huge on video. Like video is massive. So emphasis should be on multimedia, not only your audio but also on video. Secondly, it's now when you get on these platforms, it's then of course making sure that you are taking advantage of the revenue opportunities that come, be it on TikTok, YouTube, or other platforms. But also you gotta give in, you gotta invest. So we do spend a little bit of money to make sure our content gets on the right pockets. So like that's where the business side of music comes. Like I think a part of us is also having to learn just like how do we provide reason why we're spending a little bit of money on even buying equipment or whatever. But you need to spend a little bit of money and a lot of time on actually investing on this platform. So like if you see the kind of gear we've got in this space, it's just like it's not too expensive, but it has had to come from somewhere in terms of getting it, and we're getting now a lot of traction because I think we're spending now time on the things that people want to see. This is video and good music, and I think throughout the year we've got a lot planned in terms of content, just sharing it, and we're here to make money. That's important to say, but I think we're gonna make money at some point.
Wow, great. Thank you so much. There's so much love and appreciation that is coming through Gracie Nyashadzashe Makosho. She's appreciating. She just sent some hearts. Dread Samiwela, thank you so much. And Awana, thank you so much. Admire Mshaninga, thank you so much to everybody who's been watching. It's been awesome. Remember to follow Epic Minds on Facebook and on YouTube, and also subscribe to their music on different platforms, the Apple Music, Spotify, and so forth, and you will not be disappointed. They've got something magical that they've produced, and they say that they're going to be dropping the video sometime soon, so we're going to be keeping our ear on the ground for that. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Pleasure is ours, Flo. Thank you so much for this.
You're most welcome. So I'm going to sign off with another, I'm loving this. I'm so much hooked on this. So I'm just going to play it just once more and then call it a day. Stay tuned, Ear Ground.